our first team, and then we set the run up, the pass up with the run. So
Urban said he's been emphasizing pass blocking. So in what ways, if you're still working on it equally, in what ways is the coaching staff emphasizing it?
just they're critiquing us like really hard on our techniques and things like that, and making sure we're doing the right things.
Jamarco, what was the offensive line room like the week after the Penn State game?
We kind of dropped the ball a little bit. We had a rough game, and that's not who we are. We protect the quarterback and we run the ball, and we take pride in that. And so, we had to regroup and get focused and go out and get ready for that game last week and then this one this week, and we were able to do that.
I mean, it seems like you guys turned a corner very, very quickly. There wasn't, there weren't any growing pains in that. I guess, how does that happen?
It wasn't so much as it was small things that we were doing wrong that were fixable. And I mean, we still have mistakes, so we still fix, like every week, we still see stuff in film that we need to correct. But it wasn't like major things that was wrong, it was just small things, and it all came out at one point, which you don't want that to happen, but it did. And it's kind of a good thing that it happened because it came out early, better early than later in the season, and so we were able to correct those things.
Can you give an example of one of those little things?
Just footwork on pass pro. Footwork is really important, so that was one of the big things that week.
Jamarco, when a game like that happens, I think people just sort of naturally look at the tackles because you guys are kind of on an island out there. I'm just wondering, it's your first season as a starter. It's the first time you've maybe kind of felt the heat in that way. I'm just wondering what it was like for you to go through that personally.
It's part of the game. Like you said, playing tackle, you're on the island, and you have to be able to protect that island in a way. But it wasn't. It's just a part of the game. You can't dwell on it. You gotta learn from it and move forward.
They played games with you guys, though. I mean, they ran some stunts and twists and things like that. Until you go through some of that, do you really, you have to experience some of those things to get used to them. You know what I mean, Jamarco?
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, it was a great learning experience. You hate to have it happen with the loss, but it was great to learn from. We got to watch the film and fix those technique errors, so that was good to learn from.
And what was it, in what regard? Is it more of a be patient, or be alert? What were the things you really had to, to realign, so to speak?
Some of both, seeing stuff early from the defense, and then, like I said, like footwork and things like that from a more technical standpoint.
Billy Price is pretty respectfully combative when he talks to us. It makes me wonder what he's like with you guys.
Billy is the guy like people go to, any problems. Like the first thing I remember from Billy was my first summer. We was working out and we do like push-ups at the end of workouts, and I couldn't do any more push-ups. And Billy crawled underneath me and like did push-ups with me on his back. Like that's my first memory of Billy. That was like my second week here. I'm in there probably about to cry because I can't do any more push-ups, and he crawls underneath me and he's doing the push-up. Like that's just the type of guy he is. He's always there if anybody needs help or just want to talk or anything. He's a great guy. I love Billy.
How
does someone react to that? Yeah, how does someone like you react to that?
It just shows like the brotherhood we have. He didn't know me really. It was like I said, it was my second week here, and I didn't really know him. But like for him to do that, like to see me struggling and to care and to try to help me out when I was really struggling, that was just it showed me like what type of people were here, and so it was just a great feeling to know that somebody who I didn't really know that well had my back like that.
We've been told Billy's the strongest guy on the team. Is there even a close second?
Yeah.
Who would be second?
Devon probably. Devon's a strong dude, but yeah, Billy's definitely the strongest.
Jamarco, after a game like Saturday night, as an offensive line, how do you guys go back and assess like kind of where things are? You guys took a lot of heat at the Penn State game and all that, and then you threw for almost 300 yards and 4 touchdowns on Saturday.
Each game you still have things you can correct. Like there's no such thing as a perfect game. And Coach Stud, as soon as we walked in the meeting room yesterday, he was screaming at us about stuff we was messing up. So it's always stuff to fix. There's no such thing as a perfect game. So we looked at the film yesterday. We have some things to correct, and just keep moving forward and get ready to play this game.
So there wasn't any positivity from Coach Stud after not allowing a sack or anything?
It was definitely positivity, but he doesn't want us to rest on what we accomplished. He wants us to keep improving. So he demands a lot out of us.